The Life of Jacob Full Story, Chapter 1. Twins in the Womb. Before Jacob was born, his destiny was already being shaped. Isaac, his father, prayed for children because Rebekah, his wife, was barren. God answered, and Rebekah conceived twins. Yet the pregnancy was not peaceful. The babies struggled inside her. Rebekah prayed to the Lord, and he answered, "Two nations are in your womb. Two peoples shall be divided. One shall be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger." When the time came, Esau was born first-bred and covered in hair. Then came Jacob, grasping his brother's heel. From that moment, their lives were intertwined in rivalry. Chapter 2. The Birthright. The boys grew each different in nature. Esau was a man of the field, strong and skilled at hunting. Isaac loved him for the gain he brought home. Jacob, quiet and thoughtful, dwelt among the tents. Rebekah favored him. One day Esau returned famished from hunting. Jacob was cooking lentil stew. Esau begged, "Let me eat some of that red stew, for I am weary." Jacob saw his chance. "Sell me your birthright today." Esau replied carelessly, "What use is a birthright to me if I die of hunger?" So Jacob gave him bread and stew, and Esau ate. In that moment, Esau despised his birthright, and Jacob claimed what was most precious. Chapter 3. The Deception. As Isaac grew old and blind, he called Esau to hunt game and prepare a meal, so he might bless him before he died. Rebekah overheard and quickly called Jacob. "Go, bring me 2 young goats. I will prepare a dish for your father, and you shall bring it to him, that he may bless you instead of Esau." Jacob hesitated. "What if he feels me? Esau is hairy, and I am smooth. I shall seem to be deceiving him." But Rebekah insisted. She dressed Jacob in Esau's clothes and covered his arms with goat skins. Jacob entered. "Father, it is I, Esau." Isaac was suspicious. The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. After eating the meal, Isaac blessed him. "May God give you heaven's dew and earth's richness. Be lord over your brothers. May those who curse you be cursed, and those who bless you be blessed." Moments later, Esau returned. When Isaac realized the truth, he trembled violently. Esau wept bitterly. "Father, bless me too." But the blessing had already been given. From the day Esau planned to kill Jacob. Chapter 4. The Dream at Bethel. To save him, Rebekah sent Jacob away to her brother Laban in Haran. Alone on the journey, Jacob stopped to sleep with a stone for a pillow. That night, he dreamed of a ladder reaching from earth to heaven, with angels ascending and descending. At the top stood the Lord. "I am the God of Abraham and Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and your offspring. I am with you, and will keep you wherever you go." Jacob awoke trembling. "Surely the Lord is in this place." He set up the stone as an altar and named the place Bethel, House of God. Chapter 5. Love and Labor. When Jacob arrived in Haran, he met shepherds at a well. Soon Rachel came with her flock. Struck by her beauty, Jacob rolled away the heavy stone and watered her sheep. He kissed her and wept for joy. Jacob worked 7 years for Rachel, but on the wedding night, Laban deceived him, giving him Leah instead. When Jacob discovered it, he was furious. But Laban argued, "It is not our custom to give the younger before the firstborn. Serve me 7 more years, and you shall also have Rachel." So Jacob married both sisters, and though he loved Rachel more, Leah bore him many sons. From Leah, Rachel, and their maidservants came 12 sons and a daughter. These children would become the tribes of Israel. Chapter 6. Prosperity and Conflict. Jacob served Laban faithfully, but Laban changed his wages again and again. Still, God blessed Jacob, making his flock strong while Laban's weakened. At last God said, "Return to the land of your fathers, and I will be with you." Jacob gathered his family and fled, but Laban pursued him. Only God's warning in a dream prevented Laban from harming Jacob. They made a covenant of peace, and Jacob continued toward Canaan. Chapter 7. wrestling with God. As Jacob neared home, fear gripped him. Esau was coming with 400 men. Jacob prayed earnestly and sent gifts ahead to appease him. That night Jacob was left alone. A man came and wrestled with him until dawn. When the man saw he could not overpower Jacob, he touched his hip, dislocating it. Yet Jacob clung on. "I will not let you go unless you bless me." The man replied, "Your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men and prevailed." Jacob limped away at sunrise, forever changed. Chapter 8, Reconciliation. Jacob looked up and saw Esau approaching. Trembling, he bowed 7 times. But instead of striking him down, Esau ran to him, embraced him, and wept. After years of anger, the brothers were reconciled. Chapter 9, The Sorrow and Joy of a Father. Jacob's later years were filled with trials. His beloved Rachel died giving birth to Benjamin. And worst of all, he believed for many years that his son Joseph had been killed by wild beasts. Jacob's heart was broken, and he refused to be comforted. But God's plan was greater. Joseph, sold by his brothers into slavery, rose to power in Egypt. In time of famine, he provided food for all the nations. When Jacob discovered that Joseph was alive, his spirit revived. He traveled to Egypt with all his family, where he embraced Joseph with tears of joy. Chapter 10, The Final Blessing. In his last days, Jacob blessed each of his 12 sons, speaking over them words that foretold their future. To Judah he said, "The scepter shall not depart from you," pointing to the coming of the Messiah. When Jacob died, he was carried back to Canaan and buried with Abraham and Isaac. His life had been full of struggle, deception, labor, loss, and pain, but through it all, God's promise never failed. From Jacob came the 12 tribes of Israel, and from his line would one day come Jesus, the Savior of the world.